At the bottom of the IPL standings right now, the teams that defined the last decade of global T20 cricket are getting dismantled. For 17 years, the league operated under a strict duopoly. The Chennai Super Kings and Mumbai Indians secured 5 titles each, simply by holding their veteran cores together season after season. This chart contrasts historical win percentages against the current 2026 season. The Kolkata Knight Riders are winless through 5 matches, while Mumbai is struggling in 9th place. A combination of diluted squad depth from the mega auction and the physiological toll of a saturated post-World Cup schedule has forced a systemic decline for these aging rosters. When a veteran centerpiece like Rohit Sharma tears a hamstring in the opening weeks, there is no longer a deep bench of seasoned international stars waiting to fill the gap. The blueprint of hoarding aging superstars has reached a state of mathematical collapse. To survive the 2026 season, franchises have to abandon the old establishment and master a specialized, ruthless new meta. A strike rate of 130 was once the baseline for a top-order batter. Today, the data suggests that any player striking under 150 is actively damaging their team's probability of winning. The clearest example of this acceleration is a 15-year-old playing for the Rajasthan Royals. Vaibhav Sooryavanshi transitioned straight from the Under-19 World Cup to the professional tier, and he is entirely ignoring the traditional accumulation phase of an innings. This scatterplot maps the top 20 IPL batters by run volume and strike rate. Most elite players cluster around the 150 to 180 mark. Sooryavanshi sits way out here, operating at a strike rate of 263.15. By treating the power play strictly as a boundary hitting drill, he breaks standard defensive models. When a batter maintains a strike rate over 200 in the first 6 overs, the opposition's win probability drops towards 0 before the middle overs even begin. With Patidar striking at 213 and impact subs hitting at 163, scoring velocity is the primary driver. Data indicates traditional anchor players who cannot match this hyperinflation are being rapidly phased out. This hyperinflation at the crease creates an impossible environment for bowlers. With legislative rules artificially extending batting lineups, defending a total has become a statistical nightmare. Take Jasprit Bumrah. He entered the tournament as the joint leading wicket-taker of the T20 World Cup, yet is currently enduring a 122-ball wicketless streak. This heat map of runs scored against Mumbai illustrates a paradox. Bumrah's accuracy has forced opponents to play him entirely defensively, choosing to block out his overs rather than risk losing their wickets to his Yorkers. Opponents simply wait out Bumrah's overs and violently attack the weaker links in the pace battery. Without early breakthroughs to relieve the pressure, Mumbai's ability to defend totals nosedives. In the modern IPL, individual containment is a systemic liability if it doesn't force early mistakes. Exceptional economy rates matter very little if they allow the opposition to maintain their wickets for a late innings assault. The impact player rule finalized this shift. By allowing a substitution at any point, the league essentially replaced the traditional all-rounder with hyper-specialized 12-man squads. We can measure how well teams understand this through net swap value, calculating the statistical impact of the player coming in versus the player coming out. This bar chart measures substitution efficiency across the league. Lucknow and Kolkata are both dropping below 0 because they rely on clumsy, pre-planned swaps, such as pulling a premium fast bowler for a peripheral batter during a critical defensive stand. Contrast that with the Rajasthan Royals. They hold a league-leading +9 net swap value because they possess the tactical restraint to win games without activating the substitute at all, unless it is a necessity. The impact player rule punishes rigid coaching. It rewards teams that make precise, real-time adjustments based entirely on the immediate demands of the game state. To build a predictive model for the 2026 championship, a franchise must hit 4 benchmarks: top-order velocity, death bowling efficiency, optimized substitutions, and a padded net run rate. The defending champions, Royal Challengers Bengaluru, meet these criteria through intelligent management. They've even used the impact player rule to protect Virat Kohli from the physical rigors of fielding, ensuring their premier anchor remains fresh for batting. But when we map the entire league against the established data points, there is one aggressively optimized squad that stands apart. This radar chart plots the top teams against our survival pillars. The Rajasthan Royals roster fills the perimeter. They pair a fearless young top order with a bowling attack that chokes every phase of an innings. Despite losing a marquee all-rounder like Sam Curran to injury, Rajasthan maintained an 80% win rate. Their unique blend of administrative resilience, tactical mastery, and scoring velocity makes them the definitive favorites for the 2026 IPL title.